about the 2027, tukifikiria mambo ya the new dispensation of reviving our economy, we must also start to look ni nani ambao watakuwa natuongoza pale. Ndio sasa ili ya kwamba tutembee pamoja na vijana ili ya kwamba tupeleke nchi yetu ya Kenya mbele.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is Peter Salasya up to? Who is behind the movements of Peter Salasya politically? That is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, ladies and gentlemen, if this is the first time you're watching Mokwa Times, take a second or two to subscribe. After subscribing, ladies and gentlemen, please also, you can comment after watching my video. Also, ladies and gentlemen, my number is here. You can always hit me up. For those who want to support the channel, that's the M-Pesa number. Thank you so much for being willing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what is Peter Salasya up to? Now, how did he even emerge? First of all, we remember he's the member of parliament from Mumias East, and he's just been there for 2.5 years, probably 3 years now. So Peter Salasya, we have to speak it here categorically that he is a young politician. He is a new politician who is yet to master the ways of Jodongo. The ways of Jodongo, in the sense that the people who have understood politics well, is not among them. But it looks that he's very aggressive, in that he has gone to counties up to Isiolo, Meru, Mombasa, many parts of this country. That shows very well that Peter Salasya, he is doing something that is completely unique. We don't expect a youth to do such things within this time, at this period, that fast, that aggressively. Then therefore, I personally believe there's something behind him, behind the moves. Now, and what was this? This gentleman, Peter Salasya, is the DAP member of parliament, and his party leader is Eugene Wamalwa. I'm not going to talk about Natembeya, but let me just talk about him. So it's expected that being under Eugene Wamalwa, he should be working under the instructions of Eugene Wamalwa and not going beyond Eugene Wamalwa. Why? He cannot announce for presidency, and Eugene Wamalwa, the party leader as well, is announcing the same. But it is allowed, it's democratically correct that he can also announce and then they can go for nomination. But now, how did they arrive here? Because Peter Salasya recently got promoted to become a chairperson, I think, of DAP party in Kakamega. How did that happen? According to me, it was not a coincidence. It was a plan that just emerged, not from the government, from the opposition. People could be saying, he's a government puppet. Probably he's trying to divide votes. No. This gentleman, whenever he goes, he criticizes government. Well and good. Even the puppets can criticize government. But the fact is, Peter Salasya is more beneficial to the opposition than government. So the opposition will need him on this basis. Number one, when they sat down with Morara Kibaso, if you remember the meeting where Morara Kibaso was invited, Morara Kibaso was to go there and represent the youths. But along the way, Morara Kibaso parted ways with the opposition and started attacking them. So the fact remains that Morara Kibaso either was working with the government while in the opposition. So he was exposing the people of opposition, or he was coming to learn and then inform the public and the government. But the fact remains that Morara Kibaso, when he went to the table, as people were bringing parties and numbers, he did not have anything to bring on board except the party where he's the only person we know about the party. So when he sat there, he did not have something substantial stuff to offer to the people in the opposition. So if he felt himself, by himself, he felt irrelevant. So the opposition left tongue-tied, asking themselves, how do we get now the youths on board? We don't have a youth who is the top there, because if Morara could have come, they could have propelled him. But now they did not trust Morara. So Peter Salasya came in. On what basis? He's a performer. He's been very vocal. He has also been getting support of youths across the country. Youths across the country like him. So, also loyal to Gachagua, because he did not vote for the impeachment. So Peter Salasya, being himself, he can comfortably bring on some youths on board if he's well supported. Hence the movements that he has been making across the country. Peter Salasya. So what is the plan? Now that Morara could not fix it, Peter Salasya could be pushed to the presidency, appear to be a presidential candidate, attract youths on board, attract people across. And after achieving that, somewhere where the opposition are going to sit down and talk, Peter Salasya will be called to come on the table. So when he comes to the table, he comes like a youth, bringing in the youths. And so that when the campaigns start, he'll be dispatched to go and campaign for the to bring campaign to get the youths on board, the Gen Zs, the millennials. Basically, that is the role of Peter Salasya when we talk about campaigning and becoming the presidential candidate as far as it's concerned. So Peter Salasya is basically doing this work for opposition. I've seen some sentiments or maybe comments, people saying Peter Salasya. I did on TikTok and I saw people say Peter Salasya is a government project. I beg to differ on that based on my argument. But we can't rule out that in William Ruto's government, anything can happen. Big politicians have been put in the pocket, including Raila Amolo Odinga. Who is Peter Salasya? So the fact is, as we speak from this point, is that anything is possible. But from analysis, I can see it clearly that Peter Salasya is not just a politician now. He's probably coming on board as a youth leader. And that is the plan of the opposition, to have him on board. They could not just allow him to go and campaign across without considering the respect that he should be giving to their party leader, Eugene Wamalwa. Also, that's the same case with Natembeya. But I'm going to do an extensive video on that as well. But ladies and gentlemen, I feel strongly that Peter Salasya is doing the right thing. The only thing that he needs to do is to do the right thing as far as the youths are concerned. If you come up with some plan that youths does not feel like that part of it, they don't feel like you are targeting them, then probably you're going to get it wrong. So Peter Salasya needs advisors, and he needs a good team, and needs to be advised well. He needs to package himself with a lot of smartness so that he can be able at least to get the youths on board. When I looked at Murara Kibaso, the moment he got branded as a government project, that was it. The moment Kasamuel was branded as a government project, that was it. And they can never come out of that in their lifetime. So it's not going to be easier. So if Peter Salasya is not careful, he will also end up somewhere that is not good. So therefore, it's ideal for him to sit down and craft his team well, so that whenever he moves the country, at least even he goes to the youths. Because youths are not just on the roadside alone. Youths are also somewhere busy. People are in schools. He needs to have a certain good plan that he can be able to move him from one place to another. Even when he moves, he can tell that the place I need to go, it's where youths really can listen to me. So that he does not waste funds across the country moving to the 47 counties for no reason. But however, as I have said, we cannot underrate his movements, that they cannot be linked with the government. It can also be a government project, enjoy himself, get money and stuff. But being a young MP, I feel that he needs to go for the second term in Mumias East. He has a bright future. Before 40 is likely even to become the governor of Kakamega County. Because Peter Salasya, honestly, he's performing. He's doing well back at home. And that is what we expect from leaders whenever they take charge. And he has been a good role model for the youth of this country, because people are now feeling, if Peter Salasya can do it, why can't we do it? Why can't you give a youth the opportunity? And we are going to see many youths coming on board, winning these seats when it comes to 2027. I don't know what's your take as far as this is concerned, ladies and gentlemen, but I kindly want to inform you that in the comment section, share with me and let me know precisely what you think about Peter Salasya. Also, if you think there's somewhere I go wrong, where I don't say the right thing, just feel free to give me the point head on. You can call me, inform me, comment on the comment section, text me on WhatsApp, no more text, and I will appreciate it. See you next time for more videos.